Welcome back to the Pals podcast. I'm your co-host, Ricky Liordi.
And I'm Danielle Galarno.
And this week, we had Ari Abdul, pop singer's touring, or she just finished touring. And we'll get into her. It was a little bit of a quick episode. I'm going to be honest, I sucked on that episode.
So did I.
Yeah, we were bad.
I just think, so we've been really trying to record.
And we apologize, Ari, because normally we're better than this.
Yeah, and she was such a sweet girl, and she was a lot of fun, and she actually surprised me a lot because I didn't know a lot about her going into it, and then I listened to some of her music, and then meeting her just surprised me a lot, especially her vibe, everything, but like in the best way possible.
Yeah, she was like very, just listening to her music, I thought she would be like more like chill, mellow, but she was like really like bright and bubbly almost.
Yeah, that's what I was literally gonna say. She was not as like. I thought she was going to be a lot quieter, introverted, but wasn't at all.
No, she was great.
And, like, she warmed up to us so fast where I feel like we had a harder time warming up. Like, we were the ones.
Okay, so I can answer if you don't want, but why do you think you didn't do well? And I didn't think you were bad. You were just shy or something that episode.
I think, I don't know.
So you know what it was? And now for people listening or watching, we don't have the studio anymore, which we love. Like, we love being remote. We love going to Bud Stage, recording there. We recorded this one at the Velvet Room.
Velvet Underground.
Velvet Underground, yeah. So I got those both wrong. Velvet Underground. And we love doing that because it's super cool. You're on the go. You get to do these things. But then, you know, this one, we were recording downstairs. It was kind of small. We couldn't find the power. We brought an extension cord, but it was kind of too short.
It was way too short.
Yeah, and it was like, we have a light that we bring, but it was kind of dark, but like it kind of fits the vibe of her music. But all of this, you're kind of rushing, and she's like just like so nice and just like kind of sitting there ready to rock. She was just like so chill. Yeah.
Which she had the show that night, and it was her first show on the tour was in Toronto, I'm pretty sure.
It was.
Like, and she was just like so chill, and she's like just trying to like, yeah, this is going to be my vibe going out. Me and Ricky were like,
well, yeah.
Like, is this our first show?
Literally, it felt like this was our first time doing the podcast.
And I just feel like we've really been trying to, and we've done like some great episodes off site.
And even the short form ones, like the one we do with Corey Kent, we were good. We were good on that one.
There's also, I think, a sense of comfort when in the studio or even here. Like, I do feel more comfortable. I feel like I do better when we're here versus when we're off.
Okay, so
I haven't recorded, I don't know, but we haven't recorded at Dear Lady in a while. So I would want to go there again to see if maybe, because the last time we recorded at Dear Lady was like my second episode alone with you.
Who's that?
Banks and Ranks.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were comfortable that episode.
I wasn't.
Oh, you weren't? You looked
I barely talked.
I feel like you became really good friends with them, though.
So did you.
Yeah, I did. Anyways. No, but I know what you mean.
But, so I'd like to go there to see if I'm comfortable there now. I just can't even think anymore.
No, well, it's tricky, right? Like,
or like if maybe I'm just more comfortable here. So I want to go test that out again. I've only done one at Universal. Wasn't bad, but wasn't my best, but wasn't bad.
Well, Sophia?
Yeah.
I thought you were good with Sophia. I thought you were really good that episode.
But I just vibed with her.
No, really I thought but that's the difference of being good and not so good.
Okay, if I would have been more, I was uncomfortable though. So, I may have vibed with her, but I was uncomfortable.
Really? So I thought you were, that's probably, I think your best episode.
Really?
Robin Ottolini and hers were your best episodes.
Because I was here.
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
Maybe
I think
I'm better just with women.
Yeah, maybe that's, the thing is, when you feel that, like, at least this is for me, I feel I have my best episodes when I feel like I became friends with them. By the end of the episode, if I feel like I became friends with them, then I feel like I did my job.
But like, I think we would have vibed really well with Ari if we did it here.
Or if we had more time.
Or if we had more time, because even just talking to her for like, we had like maybe 20 minutes, but we were very like stressed at the beginning. And like we do, when we try to go on site, try to make everything very seamless. So we
arrive early and everything.
We arrive early. Yeah. Everything was there. Like I walked in, I was talking, I met her before. Like I really vibe with her as a person. She really surprised me in a great way, but I wasn't top tier.
All right, we need you back on the pod to redeem ourselves. And I'm sorry, I don't think we were shit either. We weren't terrible.
No, but we're just our hardest critics.
Yeah,
but we're allowed to be.
We didn't bring our A game that game, which is fine. Some days you have a bad day.
Yeah, it just sucks when like both of us do.
Yeah.
You were actually, I didn't think you were bad. I thought you were great, but I just I was like.
So no, because I don't think I was good because I just asked the generic questions that we always ask. And I feel like
I don't even think I asked my questions.
I don't even think you. I remember I looked at you at one point. Like, you gonna say something? We need to find the clip. That's gonna be one of the
Usually
clips.
I have questions. Like, just like,
or usually you say at least the generic ones if you're having an off day.
yeah.
Yeah, but you were quiet that one. But it's tough, right? It's tough because again, it was hot that day. We're in the basement trying to get ready. It's not a space. It's it's a little bit different. But Ari, appreciate you. You were great. Your music's great. I actually have Baby Doll, the sped up version, on my newest playlist randomly. I heard it. It just came on shuffle on my phone the other day. And I'm like, you know what? This is going on my November playlist.
Okay, it's actually one thing about the episode. And again, I didn't speak on this episode, so I can say it now. But someone compared her to Nessa Barrett.
That's what somebody told me too. Maybe you told me that.
No, she told us that.
She told us that.
She told us that on the episode. That someone compared her music to Nessa Barrett and she'd love to work with her. And Nessa Barrett started as a TikToker, but actually has an unbelievable voice.
Isn't she dating that other TikToker, the Canadian TikTok guy, Josh Richards? She
dated Josh Richards, then she dated Jaden Hostler. There was all these breakups.
And who's Jaden Hostler?
The one dating Stassi Baby now.
And who's Stassi Baby?
Kylie Jenner's best friend.
Okay. Is she famous on her own, or is she Kylie Jenner's famous best friend now?
Kylie Jenner's famous best friend,
gotcha.
but now has her own brand.
Okay. Wow. It's the one that had sex with Tristan Thompson.
Jordan Woods.
Yeah, that one.
They're apparently back to being friends. They were spotted out together the other week. I'd love to know that too. Oh my god, I love how we're talking about
Danny,
this.
I really think Danny,
so
I said this I was actually serious when I said this to you, that you should start not a reality segment or show or something, but something about pop culture and drama and something like that, on your own channel, and do a 20-minute segment once a week about Vanderpump Rules, Summer House, all the tea and all the drama and all, or some BS. Because again, I literally don't care about it even in the slightest, so we can't do it here. But I feel like you love it and you're so passionate about that. You should do it.
Do you want to hear my weeks? My schedule this
Oh, Dancing with the Stars is Mondays.
No.
Isn't it tonight?
No, it's Tuesdays. Don't worry, it got moved. That's because ABC and football. But Sundays was Real Housewives of New York. I'm just gonna tell you this because everyone this is how insane I am.
Oh my god!
Why don't we just not do camera? Okay, everyone listening, you're gonna see the pals on the screen. We're behind here. I'm so sorry. I'll add the camera now. We're not restarting. Let's make sure the volume is on.
Oh my god. Oh, for those listening.
And we're back. Oh. Okay, I gotta tell everyone about my schedule.
Okay, let's hear your schedule, Danny.
Okay, so it's gonna change next week because some shows are finishing. But Sundays is Real Housewives of New York, which I love the new cast. Okay. Mondays is Below Deck Med Now, but usually Mondays is always Below Deck. Tuesdays is Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and Dancing with the Stars. Wednesdays was Real Housewives Orange County. Something's gonna have to replace that. I think Winter House. Thursdays is Kardashians.
I thought they retired.
No, they have their own Hulu show now, which is so good. And there's another one on Thursdays.
You watch this much TV on a regular basis? Wow. I feel like that's a lot.
I do before going to bed.
I feel like I watch no TV.
I just all my shows are on right now.
It's a good time to be Danielle.
Yeah, but then it sucks. I'm delayed. Which is fine because then I'll have my days where I can just watch them all.
Danny, I'm not kidding. I think you should start, not a podcast, but maybe a little video series on YouTube or something where you just talk about...
Yeah, but why would someone care about what I'm going to say? There's so many of these already out there.
But I feel like there's so many girls or women exactly like you.
Yeah, but there's already... I listen to podcasts about these.
I know, but maybe you can start your own reality brand. Look how happy you are talking about this. And I hate that I hate talking about this.
You brought this up.
I know, but I hate talking about this. So I can't even sit here and be oh, I get excited for you because it's because you're saying these things. I'm this sounds miserable.
Okay, so this isn't already going to have happened, but this Saturday, one of the guys I watch on Vanderpump Rules is coming to Toronto.
Is he DJing at Toy Box or something?
Rebel.
Oh.
Would I love to go? Yes. Is there a possibility I go? Yes. Stay tuned.
Oh, and you're going to call her daddy.
Yeah. But I don't like love Alex Cooper. Like that's a different.
So you don't love Alex Cooper, but you love all these reality stars.
I don't hate her. I think she does a really good job at interviewing people.
And I think she's done an unbelievable job of rebranding
herself, which is very hard
to do. She went from like talking about just sex, blowjobs, and shit like that to interviewing.
See, I didn't love Call Her Daddy when like they talked about that, but then since her rebrand and like since she's gone out solo, I like her way much more.
And I feel like a lot of women have like evolved with her. You know, think about how many women started listening to them both when they were like in their. But
she had to change. Like, she's engaged. She's like
and now
New York.
Now she started her own.
Unwell.
What's it called? Like a media company, I guess.
Yeah.
And she signed Alex Earl.
And Madeline RG.
And who's Madeline RG?
Central C's ex.
And Central C's a rapper from the UK. I knew that.
You know Central C.
Yeah.
Sing me a song.
We
listened to it in Mykonos.
I'm not homophobic because my bitch is gay. Something like that.
Thank you. I was going to say we listened to that in Mykonos. I think
I
that was
that.
like DV's song.
I know that one song from Central C. I'm not a big British rapper guy though.
Okay, I'm actually really getting into UK rap right now.
Really?
Love Island. No, I was listening to I was watching Love Island. I Shazammed a song. And it's like this UK rapper. And I'm like, oh, I kind of like this.
Oh, there was that fight this weekend too. Did you watch it?
No, but I did ask George about this because I'm very curious. Obviously, Tommy Fury was on Love Island, so I've been following him and Molly May since they were on the show, and I rewatched Love Island that season recently. And like I was like, is he a good box?
Yeah, boxer.
Okay, boxer.
Yeah, he's a boxer.
Okay, boxer. And George was like, no, he isn't. But then I don't understand all these like YouTuber fights. Like, doesn't that just discredit the actual sport?
So wait, George says he's not a good boxer?
George says Tommy Fury is not a good boxer.
Okay.
And then like it's obviously, why would you? Obviously, like your family's very into boxing, but your brother is the greatest boxer of all time.
Well, not the greatest boxer of all time. Currently one of the best, or currently the best boxer. He's not the greatest boxer of all time.
Okay, I thought he was.
Anyways, he's up there. Cool. Yeah, continue.
Okay, he's up there. You as a man, if your brother was the greatest hockey player in the world, would you play hockey and be like mediocre?
If I'm getting paid, are you what? Are you?
No,
do you know how much he got paid?
This. Yeah, I know he's.
You know how much he's getting paid for this? Like he could go and try and like climb the chains normally, like a normal boxer would, because he's what 25 or something, 26.
Yeah, baby.
So he could go and climb the charts just like every other amateur fighter, and be making 10, 20, 30, 50 grand a fight if he's lucky. Maybe 100 or 200 grand because of his name, because he's Tyson Fury's little brother. But he's fighting YouTubers and making millions.
Okay, yeah, but doesn't I don't understand all these because I remember even like
because he did Jake Paul and he did KSI and he won both of them.
That's what I'm saying. Jake Paul, all those people, and then like when like the YouTubers versus TikTokers had that big fighting match that was on that everyone was paying to watch.
But that one flopped or something.
It did, but like
this one was amazing.
What's the point? Like, does not discredit the sport. No, that's like having like an all-star game with hockey. That's a joke.
It is a joke. But this is makes
not
money.
Considered a joke.
It makes money though.
This almost makes more money than what he's probably getting paid for his other fights.
Yeah, it does.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Again, it's supply and demand. If people want to see it, these YouTubers are bigger than 90% of boxers. Actually, no, they're bigger than 99% of boxers.
Did you watch the Fury documentary?
No. I'm not a boxing guy though, right?
Well, I'm not either, but
Netflix, you like reality, yeah.
Netflix did a great job at obviously picking a great boxer. People want to get to know him, but then also got in a whole other demographic because Tommy Fury and Molly May made appearances in it. And I think that's like, it's just genius.
You watch the Beckham documentary?
Not yet, because I'm obsessed with him.
Obviously not that obsessed.
No,
it's been out for like 2 weeks.
Yes, but I want to have like time to watch it and actually like appreciate it.
Sounds like you got an hour on Sundays, an hour on Mondays, an hour on Tuesdays, 2 hours on Wednesdays, an hour on Thursdays.
I don't watch all my shows on the right nights.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying before.
Dancing with no, that's like what the schedule is that it comes out. Like I don't have time to actually watch them all individually.
I was gonna say.
Like I'm here, I'm missing my show now. Oh my god. But I like waking up in the morning at like 7 a.m. Like I'll put one of them on, have a coffee.
I can't do that.
As I like wake myself up.
See, I feel like you're like George in that sense where you can have like a show you really like playing in the background while you do other things.
Oh, I don't watch anything seriously. Like everything is while I'm doing something else.
So I have to watch.
I watch like a show I like while I do my
makeup.
Like
you don't enjoy it though.
I do, but they're stupid reality. Why do you think? If I'm gonna watch a serious show or a show I actually like, I will not watch it until I have the time. Beckham documentary. I love him. I feel like I watched the whole thing on TikTok already, but I will watch it when I have time.
It's really good.
So I'm gonna watch it Friday night.
It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I did it on the plane on the ride to Dallas, and then I finished it this weekend, and I really, really enjoyed it.
Okay, I have a question for you. We talked about this weekend. Actually, maybe we're in this conversation. I don't know. But, like, when everyone has, like, their hall pass, people were, like, joking around, like, okay, like, would, like, you, like, bang Drake or, like, go out with Drake if you could and you were with someone. Like, do you have a hall pass like that? Even if you're in a relationship? Like, even if it's just a girlfriend. Just a girlfriend.
Dua Lipa, are you kidding?
Meets Beckham. And I think he gets so much hotter as he gets older. I figured out his awkward age was in his 30s. No, as soon as he turned 41,
when he was like 18.
Fuck.
I think it was in like 18.
No, in his 20s he had like a good stage, but like 30s a bit awkward, weird hairstyles, weird vibe.
No, trust. 40s. I just watched a documentary. The guy got better looking as he got older. Agreed on that?
Yeah, better looking.
And when he was 18, when he was like 17, 18, was still kind of a boy. He just did not look good. In my opinion, I know. But he's a handsome stallion, yeah. Very good looking dude.
I'm just loving this right now. I'm getting you to talk reality with me.
I know, but I think that's a good part. That's a good enough intro. People are going to be like, what the hell?
What if people love it?
Then you can start a podcast talking about
but what
reality.
If our
How would we even know if people loved it?
I'm going to post a clip about this. Like, I'm going to post a clip from this segment.
Okay.
And we'll see how the engagement is.
Okay.
And you're going to repost it.
Oh, so then I have to repost it, and then the engagement.
We'll repost one from this, one from the episode, and we'll see which one does better.
Whichever one I repost.
No, you're gonna repost both.
No, because it's not fair.
Why?
Because
my
YouTube audience, my TikTok and Instagram audience is mostly female, so they might care a little bit more about this.
Yeah, but then what if they come and listen to the podcast, then that just grows our viewership? Boom! Yeah, I just figured out the algorithm.
No, because we've posted in the past before. It doesn't. It all depends, right? You don't. We also there's a reason why we don't have 1 million reality stars on this. Then that's what I'm saying. You should literally.
Actually, the best thing that ever happened to this podcast, and I hope, it never actually happened, but best thing that ever happened to me was reaching out to Lisa Rinna's people, and they actually answered.
Dua Lipa's people, even though they said no, that was cool.
Max Verstappen.
Yeah, that was cool.
Virgie would have been happy.
See, I don't care about Max Verstappen though.
I would. I'd get John here. I'd kick you off for that episode. Sure. Or you could just sit there.
Sure. Okay. I guess that's
it. So I hope you enjoyed us speaking.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this long form intro. And
I hope you enjoyed not seeing our faces for once.
I know. That was a good intro too. I liked it. Anyways, Ari, thank you again, and we will see you the next time you're back. And Danny, what do we say?
Let's fucking go.
I guess welcome to the podcast. It's
nice having you on.
No, thank you for coming on. It's always exciting at the beginning of someone's tour when they come on, because you get to ask all the tour questions, like what you think it's going to be, and then we get to see later on what it actually turned out to be.
Yeah, and I mean, this is the first show. And this is also my first tour ever, so I'm super excited to be here. And yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Why'd you, I guess, because there's 9 cities?
8.
8? Why'd you decide the 8? Like, what specifically about Toronto? I guess you're going to LA next? Berlin?
Oh, wow.
I think they were the main pinpoints of a bunch of random cities all over, which I'm super excited for all of them. The thing with me is I wish I could go everywhere. I truly do. I've only at this point done 3 shows prior to this, but I fell in love with it. It was one of the things I fell in love with right away, just being on stage and getting to bring all the music to life. So when I got told, hey, Ari, do you want to do a tour? I was like, absolutely. And I saw all the cities, and I was like, this is so sick.
How does it work when you're deciding a tour? Do you pick, I want to do this city, this city, this city, this city based off your fans, or do you let the label or management decide? How does it work?
I'm pretty sure it's label and management, and just seeing what venues work and timing wise, all the best places to be at that time. But once again, if it was up to me, I would go absolutely everywhere.
I know. We always talk about this when we have musicians on. It's if we had any musical talent, we would just tour too and just be everywhere all the time. I saw you play Lala.
That was insane.
Insane. So I guess that's your 3rd show.
Yeah, that was my third time ever performing in front of a crowd.
Were you nervous as hell?
Oh my goodness, I was kind of.
Is that kosher to ask? Can I ask that?
No, you can ask. Ask anything. No, I am fortunate enough to have played a show the night before. I mean, so I did 3 shows, right? The first one I ever did was May of 2022, And it was a really small show. It was mostly like friends, family, like label people like introducing me to the label. And at this point, I honestly only had 2 songs out. I think it was like a 20-minute set. So it was kind of low pressure. It was my first show ever, super nervous. And then I didn't do anything for a while. I didn't do any shows. So I was like, oh my goodness, Lollapalooza is going to be next. I've only have one show that's like not that much of a real show. And now I'm just going to be in front of a crowd. So I'm like, shit and bricks. And then I got the opportunity to open up for Suki Waterhouse, which also is insane to think about. Because I'm like, it's just Suki Waters. But no, it was great. And I got to do that show the day before my set. So I feel like that just calmed my nerves so much. And yeah, and then I did Lollapalooza and I was like, hell fucking yeah. And I just want to keep doing more shows.
It's honestly amazing. Like your 3rd show was Lolla.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Like, are you like walking through like the festival and like, this is crazy? Oh, did you ever attend Lolla?
Never. That was my first time at Lolla. I'm from New York City, so we have Gov Ball.
Okay, so it's a very similar kind of thing. Like you imagine walking through, I guess, Lolla and you're just like, I'm about to be on stage here. Like that's crazy.
No, it was so insane. And I mean, the lineup was just mind-blowing. I mean, it was like Thursday. It was Billie Eilish. And then Lana Del Rey played. I'm pretty sure Kendrick Lamar, Red Hot Chili. Like there was massive headliners. And I was like, oh my God, I'm also going to be playing this. I was like, me? I'm playing Lollapalooza? But it was honestly one of the best times ever.
I guess, Danny, just cut in whatever you want because I feel like I'm asking all the questions. I'm just on a roll.
Do.
I'm on a roll here. Sorry.
I was like, it's okay, go ahead,
I'm just
fun.
like, I'm on it. So for people who are going to be attending your show, what can they expect? Like, again, because there's not as much like live music. Yeah. I was trying to Google like performances and shows beforehand. And I couldn't really find too much. And I was like, okay, maybe she's not like performing that much, which obviously you just answered. Yeah. But what can people expect?
Honestly, absolute insanity, not in a bad way, but something I realized that I learned is like when I go out there, I just go and do it and kind of put my whole entire soul in it. So you're going to hear me screaming. You're going to see me just like doing dances. I mean, we currently have this joke, like this ongoing joke, the band and I, where I'll just subconsciously do these dances, like always at the same songs. And they started doing it and they kind of like tease me about it where there's this one thing I'll do during Baby Doll where I just bring out finger guns and do this. And the first time I ever did it was at Lollapalooza. And it was just like a subconscious thing because I get so into it. And every time we rehearse, they just look at me and they go, oh no, finger guns are out. So, yeah, it's just a lot of everything. And I can't wait for you guys to see it.
I love that.
I was going to ask you, what's your dream venue to play?
Oh, my goodness. Dream venue. Honestly, growing up in New York City, definitely Madison Square Garden. I mean, I feel like this is something you always see on the internet, but everyone's like, oh, Ari Abdul, fangirl. And it's true. I am such a fangirl, and I would camp out for shows, pay an unreasonable amount to like the third-party sellers and be like, please let me get into the show. And I feel like every show I've seen at Madison Square Garden was incredible. So if, the day that opportunity comes up, I will definitely be crying on that stage.
What was your favorite show you saw there?
Ooh, this is a good one. I'm going to have to give it to the 1975.
Really?
But I have to paint a picture here. This is like...
Okay, paint it.
I'll paint it. It's 2017.
Fuck, I love how you know that exactly, too.
It was
like,
2017.
You're not even debating this.
Yeah, it was June 1st, 2017. We were kind of like... I feel like this time of music we were coming out that Tumblr era where it was like, The Neighborhood, Arctic Monkeys, 1975... Melanie Martinez, and we were kind of shifting, going towards a more SoundCloud era. So it was the time. It was the perfect time for this music. And I was like kind of edgy. I was 16 years old. I was like, this is gonna be the best show of my life. And just the way everything was at performance, like the visuals, the lighting, I felt like I wasn't there. I like skipped school too to like go into this concert.
Did you like line up early, like camp out?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Had to be up close.
Oh, for sure. Danny, what's your favorite show? I don't think I've asked you this recently.
I don't know.
Really don't know? Like, she just painted this exact picture, like,
yeah, I know.
to the
I feel
date.
like a really bad person. I think it's for different reasons. I think one of my favorite shows I went to, but I don't know if it's, like, controversial now, but Travis Scott.
Why would that be controversial now?
I could see why that would be, but I've also seen Travis Scott.
But like I just had like it was overall on the night it was like unbelievable. He put on a good performance.
I feel like he does put. Actually, I've seen him play.
It was just such a good performance. Like I loved it. Or like
The only thing I hate about rappers is they're always late. Like they're always like late, and I was like, I get it, it's the thing, but like especially at a festival when they're late, you're just like, imagine like a Lala. Like I think I saw a festival in Montreal.
All that back. I know exactly what my favorite show was.
Okay.
Mumford and Sons.
Okay.
2015 Niagara on the Lake outdoor concert, largest concert in North America.
Okay, that's a good one.
It was like June 15th. See, I got the name.
Wait, I think you're making me change my mind now because like I'm unlocking memories now.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's
gonna
the thing, it was, like,
completely
slowly.
change my answer. I'm gonna say my favorite show because you were saying it was an outdoor venue, and I was like,
Yes.
I've been to an outdoor show too, and that's like a whole different like
Agreed.
vibe. I've seen Deftones and I think it was 2022. It wasn't that long ago. But it was outdoors, and it was this venue on a rooftop in New York City. It was a full moon, like the weather was perfect. And it was just like the most unreal experience. Like
I love how you knew that it was a full moon.
It was no, because it was gnarly. It was like not a random full moon. It was like a super full
like
moon.
one of those blue or red ones or something.
Yeah, it was huge, and like it was kind of foggy outside. It was Deftones, and I was like, is this real? I didn't feel real during that whole show. I was like in the mosh pit the whole time, and I mean their crowd is so diverse. I feel like I grew up loving so much of like new metal stuff and just rock stuff in general, and TikTok kind of brings back like they bring music back, and it's like a whole new audience.
Well, you were gonna start to cut you off. You were saying how it was like that Tumblr era, then the SoundCloud era. Now we're in that like TikTok era.
Yes.
A song that went viral. Who was the one with Dogface with the cranberry on the skateboard? What song was that? I'm going blank right now.
I don't know. I'm just thinking about.
Fleetwood Mac.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah, you know, like that song was like it came out like 30 years ago. That
No,
made a run.
insane.
Miguel
All his songs.
Miguel
are
is just
coming back.
like he hit the Billboard top 100 again.
Yeah, but
10
Sure
years
Thing.
later. Yeah, it was Sure Thing just because of TikTok. So
It's
it's like
insane.
sound
It's
like
so
the old
insane.
sounds are coming back. But sorry, I cut you off.
Don't even worry about it. No, I love it.
No, you were saying you were. Where did I cut you off? I don't remember now. Something about
I was
the
talking about
moon-
TikTok
yeah,
and,
no,
like,
the moon.
The Moon, Deftones.
That show.
It was super sick. Oh yeah, I was saying the crowd was super diverse because with TikTok bringing in like newer audiences, there's younger people, but Deftones is like a 90s band, so there was like old hardcore dudes there, but they were the sweetest people. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been to concerts where the crowd etiquette is just so shitty. Like they're just like, don't touch. You're in a mosh pit and they're like, don't touch me, and you're like, I'm sorry, like I can't help it. But this crowd, like there was old dudes that look like they just go to bars and fight people, and they were so
The
sweet.
nicest
They were
guys
like
ever.
check up on everyone, like is everyone okay? Like picking people off the floor, and I was like, this is awesome.
You say concert etiquette. We went to a concert last week, Jason Aldean at Bud Stage. So Bud Stage in Toronto is like a really big venue that they have all the seats, and then they have a lawn, a massive lawn, and it's scaled, right? So you can basically, you should be able to see
hill.
it's a hill. You can see past the people in front of you.
Yeah.
So we're always at the back, the girls. I'm with her and a couple friends, and they're like, let's get to the front. So we get to the front, and they park their butts right in front. And I'm like, I look behind them, and there's like two people, probably a little bit shorter
That
than
wasn't
me.
me.
Yeah,
I
because-
walked away because I was so embarrassed.
Yeah, I was like, you can't just show up late to a concert
And then pick
pick
spot
a
at the
good
front.
spot and screw somebody behind you. I'm like, guys, I'm
Yeah.
not standing there. They go, just come here. And Danny, you were one of the people that said, come here. So stop.
Well, no, okay. Or, yeah.
So I'm standing like off to the side on the aisle, like, oh, come join us. I was like, guys, I can't. There's like smaller women behind you. They can see over you. They won't be able to see over me. I'd feel terrible about this considering we're late. And then eventually we found a good spot that was like, no, but that's again, concert etiquette.
Yeah, I feel like it's so important, and I love that you said that. Where it's like, you know, shorter girls behind me, so
Yeah, like
That
I wouldn't
feels weird.
want to block someone behind me. Because imagine if I'm there and there's like a massive tall person who showed up right in front of me. Like, what are you gonna do? Am I gonna be like, hey, buddy, move? And like he's like way bigger than me and beat me up or something? No, like I'm just gonna like take it. Like, okay, this sucks, right? I don't know, but what do you like for your shows coming up now? Because you're starting this new tour. What do you think your crowd's gonna be like?
Oh my goodness.
Because we know what you're gonna be like now. We know what to expect from you. What do you think you can expect from them?
Ooh, that's a great question. I'm not sure yet because once again, only did like the 3 shows really, and first show, a lot of friends, family. Like I seen grandma at the back of the crowd. I'm like,
I love
"Woo,
that,
grandma. Second show was Suki Waterhouse, and there was 2 like diehard fans with like Ari merch, and I was like, I see you, but this is like the first like, you know, besides the festival, this is like, and also the festival, you know, people are outdoors, they're gonna stop by. This is like the first like tickets, like people are here to see the show. So I have really no idea, but I do like daily live streams, and I've been seeing so many comments, people being like, I'm gonna be there, and I remember people that like I remember their screen names and their usernames. So I'm just it kind of feels like I'm playing for friends, if I'm being honest.
Well, that's what happens when you build a community, right? Like when you build like an actual legit like following and you build real fans because you feel like you know them. And this is because again, this venue fits what 200-300 people, 400 people. Do you know? Do you know? Anyway, so let's say 355, give or take.
355.
Yeah, give or take the exact number. So like you're gonna recognize some people's faces from these lives, or some people come. They're gonna be wearing your merch. Like, wait a second, I recognize you.
I cannot.
And Danny just told me you were outside saying hi to people too.
Yes, there's currently. I'm not sure if there's more, but there's currently 3 girls.
There was
outside.
7 when I walked in, or something. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was 3 girls outside, and when I first got here, honestly, I was like really jittery, and it's a mixture of nerves, and also I had like 2 shots of espresso before getting here. I was like, I need that energy. So I'm there and I'm like, I can't help it. I'm like going in, and I went in fast, and I was like, wait a minute, I can't. Like, I hate doing that. So I went back outside. I was like, hey guys, how are you doing? Be like, hung out for a second and took pictures. And then they were like, one of our friends is at Wendy's right now. And I was like, tell her I said hi. Tell her to bring me like a lemonade.
No, they were so cute. I was like listening to them while I was waiting outside. They're like, oh my god, I can't believe we saw her. She's so pretty in person. Oh my god, we're so excited. So sweet. And just like to be there like this early out for you, like that must be a good feeling for you. Like to see these fans just like sitting there, like
it blows my mind because like that was me at one point.
I was just gonna say
I would camp out at venues, so it's like it to me, like to this day I haven't processed like the kind of like reversed roles, because I used to sit out of venues for like hours, and I know the winters here are brutal, and also in New York, I mean, we haven't climate change, we haven't got crazy snow, but it was a few years ago. There was an actual blizzard, and I was camping outside a venue, and I remember I seen it was, if you guys know the Regrets, they came by, and the vocalist of the band brought us all hot chocolate, and like I never forgot that. Like I remember like what she was wearing, and like it just warms my heart thinking about it. So like to see them outside, I was like, I want to talk to them.
Do you think that how you were as a fan has made you better as like a performer and an artist because you care more because you were once that fan?
I would say yes. I absolutely would say yes.
I feel like that's a rhetorical question almost. Like the way I set that up.
A lot of people wouldn't maybe admit to like how they were in the industry, like how they were before versus now how they are in the industry and where they're growing. They're kind of just like, this is where I am, this is where I'm going to stay. Whereas she's using her like past experiences and like making her a better artist.
Yes. I feel like you kind of like understand, but also like know like what people want, because it's like I wanted that at one point. You know what I mean?
Yep. 100%. Because as a fan, and Danny knows this, I'm a big concert goer. I go to 20 to 30 concerts a year. Like, just love concerts. I love everything about live music. And every concert you see something a little bit different. Or you see the shows where it's, hey, I came here, this was a show, this person just checked this show off the to-do list and moved on. And you hate those shows because you didn't feel like it was anything special.
Yeah.
When you're there, music brings out emotion. It makes people feel something. That's what music does. And when you see a performer performing songs that mean something to them, you're supposed to feel it. And if you don't feel, it's kind of like, okay. And I've said this on the pod many times. There's like a really like superstar performer that's almost a hometown show in Toronto. And every time this person comes here, I feel like I didn't feel anything. I feel like he was just, I said he. We'll blurp it out. This person just like goes through the motions when they come here. And it's such a disappointing feeling because I don't feel special. I don't feel. So when you have someone that's like really cares and does these extra little things to make fans feel, you feel better. I'm saying the word feel a million times, but I hope you guys get what I'm saying, right?
I feel like that's so important. I mean, even outside of like live performances, I feel like in making music and making a song, it's so important to kind of be human and show that in the song and convey an actual emotion. So it's not like you listen to a song and it's just kind of robotic. Like, I mean, if you're gonna make robotic music, I mean, AI is kind of already.
Well, and some songs are designed that don't bring as much emotion out of you, right? Like some songs are just, it's a banger, it's got a good beat, and it's a couple vocals that just repeat themselves, right? Like you see that meme all the time where it's like songs in the 70s, you have like a Prince song with like lyrics as a full page, and then you have We Run the World by Beyonce. It's like basically 10 lines over and over
around
again.
The world, Daft Punk.
Around the World, Daft Punk. You have those songs, so that's different. But songs are majority of the time, the people writing them and the people performing them, they felt something doing this. Like Post Malone, I Fall Apart. I don't know if you've ever seen him perform that song.
I've seen. I seen your face light up. So I'll let you speak. But I saw Post Malone Golf Ball 2021, and he did the thing where he came up to the crowd and I grabbed this man. I grabbed his arm. I rubbed his back.
Wait, so you were that close, like Gov Ball?
Oh, I was.
Oh, so you were there like 10 a.m. or something.
I was barricade. I love Post Malone, and one of my good buddies who's worked on a few of the songs on the upcoming project and songs in the past. He is one of the biggest Post Malone fans, and we just talk about him all the time. And we're always like, what would we do if he was just in the room right now? And I'd be like, I feel like we'd be such great friends. He just seems like it's like a down to earth, chill dude, and really, I love honestly. That.
Like, I know you watched it, the Call Her Daddy podcast. Did you listen to it with him? Because he doesn't do much promo, right? Like when Post Malone goes around, like you don't see many interviews with him. Like social media, he doesn't. It's just post like pictures and videos, but like you don't see him like talking and really like engaging. You just see like him signing autographs at the end. You see like stuff from the fans' perspective. But he did the Call Her Daddy podcast, and he was
a gentleman,
like just oh my god,
yes ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But I agree
like,
with
the
you.
way he was talking, he was just so.
He's an angel.
Yeah, like
you feel like you'd be best friends with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, before I ask my question, just staying on to artists. Who would you want to work with in the future? Like, who's your like dream?
Can I go like sky high?
And dead or alive? Dead or alive?
Oh my goodness. So I feel like I'm constantly saying this, but Lana Del Rey. I'm always been obsessed with her. It's like the music is great. Love her story, but just like her personality. I don't know if you guys ever seen like her old tweets. They're so funny. They are so funny. I seen this one tweet, and it's like this big meme where someone was like, she talks about releasing Young and Beautiful, I think 2013, and someone replies like, "You're like ugly, that's it," and then she replies and goes, "Go fuck yourself." She's just genuinely so funny.
I just feel like she's also kept her personality through everything. Like, I don't know if you like seen like all her concerts and tours, like her on stage and the way she's just like, she used to smoke, so she's
so
now
funny.
She's vaping, now she won't sing unless she like finds it, and like she'll bring her whole personality, and she doesn't care what other people think.
I feel like it's like Adele as well. You know, like Adele's kind of that person too. Yeah. No?
They kind of have the same vibe on like stage presence wise, where they're just like, they're like, they don't really, and this is not a bad way at all, like they don't really move on stage. You know, there's some people that go like K-pop, for example, they're like dancing their lives away on that stage. Like Lana and Adele just like stand there, but like it delivers like the vocal performance and like the emotion, like the visuals just pay off.
Yeah, someone like Harry Styles couldn't stand on his stage and just sing his songs and not move. You would be disappointed.
Yeah, agreed.
But Lana Del Rey goes, and you're just like, holy shit, that was the best experience.
Agreed. I think I saw Adele in a similar situation. She doesn't move. She just stays there and she sings, and her voice just transcends. Like it's just wow. Literally voice of an angel.
It's incredible.
I have one on this tour. What spot are you most excited for?
Like out of the whole tour?
Yeah.
That is so hard to say
because
I mean, I could say something about every single place and why I'm excited for it. So I could give you that because I can't choose one place.
Yeah, we're setting you up for a failure on that one. Fans are gonna be like, "Why didn't you say Toronto? Why didn't you say this place?"
Toronto. Well, I'm super excited to be here today because in 2020, over the pandemic, I went to Niagara Falls, and I was so bummed because we couldn't go across the border because of the pandemic. And I was like, "Dang, like we're like kind of like New York State, like upstate New York is so close.
It's right there.
Like the water is there." But like this is my first time ever here, and everyone here is just so cute, and the houses are cute. It's like this is one of the cutest like places I've every house. There's like cute little cats and squirrel. I feel like this is like I'm
gonna send you this clip in December when it's snowing and miserable, and you're like, "Oh, this city's so cute." I'm like, it's not so cute right now.
Like, oh no, but I love being here. And then I said this a million times today, and someone like who knows me from this tour is just gonna shake their head right now. But this whole day I've been obsessing over the fact that you guys say washrooms instead of, because we say bathrooms. So I just think it's so cute. It's like it's so much more polite. It's
Sorry,
like,
wait,
washroom.
Americans say bathrooms?
We say bathroom.
They say, don't you guys say restroom too?
Restroom and bathroom.
Because like I feel like when I go to the States, I just get used to saying like, oh, where's the bathroom? But here they say washroom.
Yeah, and there's like washroom. Never a bathroom in like public bathrooms, so it kind of doesn't make sense.
This is very off topic. Have you tried ketchup chips?
No. I also haven't tried poutine yet.
But poutine, it's nothing special. Ketchup chips. Before you leave Toronto, because I think your shows, you have a couple days off, right?
Yeah.
You need to go get Lay's ketchup chips. They don't sell them in the States, and They are.
They're not that good.
They're honestly
that's
amazing.
our claim to fame, like ketchup chips.
No, but like, okay, there's obviously like we have the CN Tower, we have Drake, like we've got these things, but ketchup chips is like that one like little minor thing that everyone always wonders, like, how is it not in the States? Because they have poutine in the States too. Some states have poutine, right?
Yeah, they should.
Lay's
But
ketchup
I've never
chips.
heard of ketchup chips.
Lay's ketchup chips. We're gonna run across the street after. Maybe we'll get them and bring them back for you.
Throw them on the stage.
Oh, they're the best things ever. Not ever, but one of the best snacks. And you don't have them in the States, and it's crazy.
Yeah, I need to try those.
It's actually funny watching Americans try them for the first time because there's like two. You either like them or don't.
You either love them or you don't.
Yeah, love them or don't.
Well, we'll see. We will catch back. We'll like just be like, okay, I'm back. Here's my opinion.
What's on your rider?
What's on my rider? Honestly, I didn't know what to put. I was asked the question, and I was like, I'm honestly not.
Because it's so fresh, right?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't really require a lot. I'm not gonna be like, actually get gluten free this and make
green
sure
M&Ms,
there's, like
yeah,
sparkling water and this and that. So I was just like, water, maybe like I don't think you guys have high noons here, but like
Yeah, we do.
a heart. Do you guys have
yeah,
high
we do.
noons?
Yeah, we have
We just
high
don't
noons.
have we just have them in like party packs. We can't buy them individually.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Yeah, I was like, just whatever. Just like it was mostly beverages. There was like no real snacks I could think of.
Ketchup chips.
I'll put it on the rider. When we come back, we need ketchup chips.
Yeah, what's your go-to drink?
Go-to drink in general, any drink.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I was gonna ask something specific to like concerts or drinking, but I was like, no, just in general, any drink.
Any drink. I love lemonade. Like lemonade is one of my all-time favorite beverages.
Really?
Yeah.
Like homemade or like
no,
the
homemade.
ones like from the
There's
freezer
some that
thing,
are
like those little tubes, and you squish them out and mix them. You guys don't have those in
We
the
don't
States?
have that in the States.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
What?
I'm not crazy.
It's like Minute Maid in the freezer, and then it's concentrated. So you put it into like a Tupperware, then you add water, and then like. I don't even think we still have them anymore. I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
Really? I made it like a month or two ago.
Okay,
It is Canadian. Okay,
I was like, am I missing something?
Wait, what else is there that's okay? What's things that you have in the States that we don't have here? Like, what's something that you came to Canada? You've been here for what, 24 hours now?
Yeah, something like that. First of all, the flight was so short that I was asleep the whole time that I didn't feel like I haven't even processed like I'm in Canada.
Have you tried Timmy's yet? Actually.
No, but we do have Timmy's in New York.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, okay. That's not a Toronto. That's not a Canadian thing anymore. Well, what else is there in the States that we don't have here? Have you noticed like we're missing something here?
I don't think you guys have. We have a lot of similar things.
It's New York.
but-
Yeah.
New York's very
New York
similar
doesn't-
to.
Yeah, New York has a lot of things. The only difference I will say is that I feel like everything here will have like English, and then under it, it's in French,
Right.
and everything in New York is just in English most of the time.
That's actually just like Ontario though, so that's like not Canada wide.
Oh, really?
Every state has its own like rules and laws. So like actually in Quebec, it used to be French and English as well. But last June, a law just passed by, and it just has to say French. And then
Didn't know
Ontario,
that.
it says both. It's just the bilingual state provinces.
I didn't know that.
I'm learning my Canadian like rules right
Those
now.
are just
I
like
think it's
little
so
random
cool.
facts. Okay, I have something totally not Canada based, whatever. But you mentioned AI, and I've been dying to ask this to an artist. But it just got announced that an AI generator, Ghost, was nominated for a Grammy.
That's so insane to me.
And it was for the Drake and the Weeknd song that came out. And it wasn't Drake and the Weeknd, it was AI. And it's by Ghostwriter. And like, how does that make you like feel as an artist? Like,
I mean, I feel like AI is
Great question,
definitely so new and like constantly evolving and, just gaining greater like capabilities. But it didn't hit me until, so I have like this big like Discord community with a bunch of people that listen to my music. And I'm always like online and you see like someone is making, I don't know, make The Weeknd sing this song or that song. It's a random artist. But someone made one of me singing a song that I've never sang. And it was so like real. And that was the first time it like actually hit me that like this is a thing. Like this is technology that can do things like this. And it just blew my mind. It's kind of scary. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know. I'm not against it. I'm not opposed to it. I think it's really cool. But I do think AI will kind of never be, or not. I can't say never because you never know. But at least when I heard it, I was like, this is like similar. But there's like this uncanniness to it where I'm like, I would never sing the song this way. It doesn't exactly capture those emotions, but I do think it's really fascinating.
So, to build on this, we've had a lot of musicians on the podcast, and I always love asking, like, are you the type of musician that loves like the music side where you get to just make music and be in the studio and do that, or you do like the performing side where you get to connect with the fans and do all that stuff? And with AI, like, you prior to maybe 2 or 3 years ago, you wouldn't think that there's any live aspect to it. It's just they can make AI can make music. But do we remember the hologram at Coachella like 3 or 4 years ago?
Oh my goodness.
With Tupac?
Yeah.
Like, that is something that AI could potentially do. But I don't know. At the end of the day, there's nothing better, in my opinion, than watching someone sing your favorite song. Like, your person sing the song that means so much to you. And tonight you'll see, you'll have all these fans like singing your song word for word. And maybe to them it meant something so deep or so much more than you even thought it meant to you when you were writing it. But again, it's like that's something that AI will never be able to do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I feel like it's so important to have like human connection, if that makes sense. Like nothing, I don't think technology can ever, replicate like a human to human kind of connection or bond. So
yeah, again, because it's not human, right? It's so like, I know it sounds
computer.
so obvious. I know, it don't sound so obvious, but sometimes, again, like you said, you heard your voice. And that sounds real. That doesn't sound like a computer.
So scary. It's so scary.
And you're like, wait a second, did you second guess yourself? I'm like, wait, did I ever sing this song? Did I ever do this?
It's so odd because it's like, it was actually a Nessa Barrett song. Okay. And I think Nessa's music is so cool, but there's kind of a similar vibe between like her music, my music. And so when I heard it for the first time, I was like, this sounds like a song that I would sing. Like, this sounds like me. Like, and it was me, but like,
add to set list.
I was like, add to set list. No, it was really insane.
Well, speaking of set list, what I don't want to get. Oh, I guess this will be released after the show.
It's released.
Yeah, it's released after the show. What's your set list look like, and how do you, I guess, create it?
Oh my goodness. So once again, making this set list and just putting all the songs together live for the first time felt like a dream, because once again, super fangirl. I'm like, I can't wait to like perform this live. But I'm doing pretty much every song that I've ever released, plus some stuff coming up on the project. And one of them is actually not out until Friday. So I think like this show is one of the only shows that has it like while it's pre-release, which I think is really cool. It's called Berry. I've been teasing it like crazy, so I'm super excited for that. But I think the way it worked was like, at least in my brain, I was like, let's keep energy going. I do have slower songs. I was like, let's put that in between, but also have like those energetic songs, and of course always end with the biggest one that everyone knows. I feel like everyone kind of does that. Yeah.
This is one I actually have never really asked, but now I'm getting some excited. When you decide to do an encore, or if you were going to decide to do an encore, is it pre-decided, or are you just going to go with the flow?
I'm pretty sure they're all pre-decided.
Well, sometimes they're not. Like,
I think like
the song's always pre-decided, but like
the last time an encore wasn't pre-decided.
Watch the Throne. And they played. Do you remember Jay-Z and Kanye toured Watch the Throne, and they played Iggas in Player. I don't know how you say it, but In Paris, I guess it's called. And like, depending on how crazy the show was, they would play it a certain amount of times. So in Chicago, they played In Paris 8 times.
Yeah, I see. That clip was insane to me, because each time, like, the hype never died.
No, it didn't. And it's like
they just kept getting. It was
like if your crowd is as hype as that, are you not gonna be like, band, let's roll it back, do it again.
Let's freaking do it again. You know what? You completely changed my mind. If like people were going crazy, I'd be like, guys, let's do it. Let's do it again.
If I was a performer and I'm wrapping up my show, mind you, in my mind, I'm a performer. In the shower, I'm a performer. If I was playing like my song and the crowd's going nuts and like one more song, I'd be like, guys, come on, give them one more. Let's just do it. We got 2 days off tomorrow. Let's do it one more time. And they're still going crazy. I'm like, one more. I don't know. That's just me.
I love how this is like an actual, like, this definitely has happened. Like, you're like performing the show. You're like, oh, guys, stop.
All right, we still got more hot water.
Okay,
we
fine.
still got more hot water. One more time. No, I guess to wrap it up, we're nearing that time. What's I guess after the tour, what's next for you? I guess this new project.
Yes, this new project, which I'm super excited for. And I mean, just new shows. Like I said, this is my first tour ever, which I'm super excited for. But I just want to do more shows. More. I know like it like technically didn't even start yet because I haven't even gotten stage. But I feel like my goal, at least for this upcoming year, is just go around and do more shows, because I also want to meet everyone and just be able to go everywhere, or as many places as I can go. So new music, more shows, that encore. That's what's next.
I hope one of these shows the crowd's going nuts and you think about this exact conversation. Like, you know what? I remember those two people from Toronto that said if the crowd's crazy, we should do one more. And you look at the band like, guys, one more.
Like one more. I'm like, Ricky and Denny said so. Do it.
Well, Ari, appreciate you coming on. We wish you the best of luck on this upcoming tour.
Much.
If people want to find out more about you, the tour, your music, where can they go? How can they find you?
I mean, it's anywhere. All DSPs, Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, there's so many platforms at this point, but any platform, the internet, always release some music. If you want to hang out, I mean, I do live streams all the time on TikTok, on all social media. I'm always just like hanging out. So just say hi. Catch a show.
We love that. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for being
you
a
for
pal.
having me.
Good luck on the rest of this tour. And I guess
Good luck tonight.
Yeah, good luck tonight.
Thank you, guys.
And then we'll see you next time you're in Toronto, hopefully.
We'll do it. And I will tell you how those ketchup chips were.
Woohoo. Okay. Cheers, guys. Bye.
Peace.